G'day viewers and welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while, but here I am back in Vietnam. Today I'm just going for a walk into town. I'll be heading to the dentist. About 8 months ago I had a motorbike accident and a little piece of the helmet decided to dislodge and I lost 2 front teeth, so that was fun. The cost for dental implants in Australia is quite expensive, so I've come to Vietnam where it's significantly cheaper, and today I'm going to have the first consultation to see what's required over here. Since the last video I've upgraded the camera equipment a bit and got a new camera and gimbal, which should make for a much smoother experience. Anyway, enough of my ugly head. I'll swing this around as I go for the walk and show you a little bit of Saigon early in the morning. As you can see, I'm just going to cross the road, which in Vietnam is no mean feat, but once you get used to it, it's actually quite simple. You just walk, slow, continuous, everything's deliberate. You certainly don't make any sudden moves. The traffic will just anticipate where you're going, and there you go, you're across the road. I've been looking forward to getting back here, and to be honest, I feel quite at home in Vietnam. It's one of the friendliest places you'll ever come. I'm sure there's others that are quite good, but this place has definitely won my heart. Now, as far as dental treatment, it can be anything 5 times cheaper than Australia. I'm sure that's similar for the United States and other places. Other places people go is Thailand, India, and several other. Over the course of the next few months while I'm in Vietnam, I'll be making quite a few videos, and hopefully they're informative, give you an insight into life in Vietnam and inspire you to travel here. Now, hopefully as my following grows, if you have any questions or want any information on travelling here, feel free to ask in the comments and I'll try and answer as many as I can. Also, if you like what you see here, subscribe to the channel. It helps me and hopefully it helps you. Just walking past now the Ben Thanh markets. It's the one you always see on pretty much every other YouTube video you'll come across. It can be quite chaotic. I've had some fun experiences there where they pretty much try and drag you into a shop and in the hopes of buying something. It's always a good idea when visiting to try and bargain pretty heavily, because the initial price is not the price. But ultimately pay whatever you're happy to pay. These guys are there all day and work pretty hard, so if it's an extra $1 or $2, it really is insignificant for people from the West, so help the guys out. In my previous travels here in Vietnam, I haven't spent a significant amount of time in Saigon, which is what most locals call it, even though its proper name now is Ho Chi Minh City. So being here for quite a while, it'll be great to get out and experience a lot of the city. I was on the back of a motorbike last night for 40 minutes to a coffee shop out, I think it was out near District 12, but could have been anywhere. It's such a fun experience, just in the chaos of the traffic. But as I said before, it's controlled chaos, and funnily enough, I've never felt unsafe. If I sound a little bit out of breath, it's probably because I am. I'm enjoying getting over here and walking everywhere, getting my lazy fat ass a little bit fitter. It's quite the difference. I go from walking nowhere in Australia to walking everywhere here, and it's amazing how fast you see the results. I'll be taking the camera with me quite a bit when I go to restaurants and whatnot, so you can see the different food. Some of it is fairly benign, some of it's a little bit out there, but in a different country, so here to enjoy it and experience it in its entirety. So I really impress on you when you're here to try different things that are a little bit out of your comfort zone. You'd be surprised of how much of it you really enjoy. I've got a vague idea where the dentist is. I'll probably have to check my phone shortly because, well, I could end up lost. The trip over this time, I flew again with Bamboo Airways. If you're looking to fly to Vietnam, I can't recommend them highly enough. I actually flew business class this time, which is probably a mistake, because it's definitely something you could get very, very used to. The service on Bamboo is exceptional. The flight crew are very friendly and attentive, regardless of whether you're in business class or economy, and their prices are generally pretty reasonable. Though I have seen recently, from April, from Australia, you'll be able to fly with Vietjet, which is a budget airline that operates here in Vietnam. So hopefully it should be even cheaper to get across here with more competition in the marketplace. at the moment you can still only get a 30-day visa for Vietnam. So being here for 3 or so months, I'm going to have to do a couple of border runs to renew my visa. In order to get a new one, you have to leave the country, so you can do that by crossing a land border.
Dạ, em chào chị.
Or flying to another country and applying for another 30-day visa. There has been some talk of them possibly having longer visas or making it an easier process. But at the moment, it's just the travel and reapply. I'll just check my phone and see where I am at on the trip. Oh, look at that, I haven't got lost yet. Excellent. The one thing you always miss when you leave here is surprisingly enough, the sound of the horns. You sort of get used to it after a while. There's generally a couple of different purposes for the horn. If it's a motorbike, it's generally just to let you know they're there. If it's a car or a bus, it generally means get the hell out of the way. Bit of construction work on my left there. Something that you pretty much get everywhere here in Vietnam. There's always something getting built. As I've said before, the people here are so friendly. It really is something different. Unfortunately, something to a degree the West has lost. Hopefully it's something the Vietnamese people never lose. I don't know what the temperature is yet, but it's about 10 to 10 in the morning. Here it's starting to warm up a little bit. I think lately it's been about 33 degrees every day. Here in the south, that really doesn't change a lot. The only thing that changes is whether it's the dry season or the wet season. After looking in Australia for 2 months, the lens I'm shooting this with, which is a widescreen lens, I couldn't find anywhere in Australia. And my first day here, walked to the shop around the corner and there one was. So I pretty much do anything in Vietnam. Alright, I'll shut up for a little bit and just let you enjoy the sights of Ho Chi Minh City. Getting around town can be quite easy. Other than walking, it's a little bit more different distance. There's an app you can download called Grab, which is very similar to Uber. You can get a traditional car, pick you up, you got luggage, or if you're just going to a bar or something for the night, you can order a motorbike. They'll just turn up with a helmet and away you go. It's very cheap, and you have the benefit of knowing how much it's going to cost in advance. Actually made quite a good time. I'm not that far from the dentist. I thought this would take a lot longer. The dentist should just be around the corner. One thing that you quickly notice here in Vietnam is there's pretty much nothing that can't be carried on the back of a scooter. It is quite amazing. I've seen fridges, TVs, pretty much anything. I'm not sure how they managed to do it, but good on them. Yeah, well, I'm no fan of the dentist. At this point, the pain involved will certainly be worth it if I can get rid of this plate I've had to use for the last few months. It's quite annoying. If I can say only one thing, look after your teeth. And later, dentist. I'll come back. Looks like I found somewhere for lunch. Navigating the footpaths here can be quite an adventure. Not only though for walking, which is probably the least of what they're used for, parking lots, food businesses, pretty much anything. Well, here we are. I'm at the dentist. I'll turn this off and go inside, and we'll see how it goes, and I'll update you when I come out. All right, I'm back 3-something hours later. No implants yet. However, I did manage to get a clean polish and 4 fillings, which came to about 120 Australian dollars. It's significantly cheaper than you'll pay for that in Australia. I don't think you could even get a filling for $120. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm starving, so I'm going to go have something to eat, and I'll talk to you guys later.